This last year was a very difficult year for us, obviously. It did not meet our standards that we have here at LSU. And there were so many changes in college baseball in the last couple of years, and particularly this year with the change in the bats, that the nature of the game of college baseball, I think, has changed forever. You're not going to stock up on players like you once did because of the roster limitations. And with the new bats, it's obvious that it has become a pitching game in college baseball. If you look at the SEC and you see the three elite teams in the Eastern Division in 2011, South Carolina, Florida, and Vanderbilt, the one common denominator of those three teams, they all had earned run averages of 3 or less. Most of the year they were less than 3 runs a game. If you look at Arkansas, who won the Western Division, they didn't have a great offensive team this year, but they had a tremendous pitching staff. I think their team earned run average was about a 3.1. If you look across the country at the #1 team in the country, Virginia, they have an earned run average under 3. If you look at Texas and some of the other powers, you can see that college baseball has become a pitching-dominated sport. And I can see that that's what's going to happen as we continue to go into the future. Now, we currently have some tremendous arms. We had an all-freshman rotation this year, which is highly unusual in the SEC and at LSU. Kevin Gosman, Kurt McCune, and Ryan Eads give us 3 great young arms. We also had some other arms in our program that I believe have a chance to develop into outstanding pitchers also, power arms as well as crafty pitchers. We also have a very good recruiting class coming in if we can hold on to them during the course of this summer, which of course is always a big question. But when you look at kids like Aaron Nola and Cody Glenn and some of the others, you're talking about some really big time major league prospects. So when we made the decision that there was going to be a change in my search for a pitching coach, it became a very top priority for me that we hire somebody that had the experience, the ability, and all of the other factors that go into seeing and helping these kids that we had in our program as well as coming into our program to help them develop their potential to its fullest. And I felt that maybe we should go outside the box to do that. Instead of searching the country for the best college pitching coach that we could find, I thought, well, let's see if there's not somebody that potentially is in the pro ranks that could do this very important job for the LSU Tigers. So I called on, obviously, the people that I know best in professional baseball for some recommendations. And I can tell you that once Alan Dunn's name surfaced, I probably, without exaggeration, have talked to 15 different people that have come into contact with him, have worked with him throughout the years. And the reaction from each one of them when I mentioned the name Alan Dunn was consistent right across the board. You could almost feel the person jumping out of their skin with enthusiasm when they would talk about this guy and what he could bring to the table. Even after we had already made the decision, 2 days ago I talked to Ryan Terrio. Ryan Terrio was not a pitcher, of course, but he played on one of the teams that Alan coached in AA. And when I mentioned Alan Dunn's name to Ryan Terrio, you should have heard his reaction. Are you kidding me? That's unbelievable. What a perfect fit he's going to be for LSU. And I've heard this right across the board from everybody.